convenient according to your preferences. Right. So, Nadim, which side you are taking? Nadim?
Ma'am, here Azan
All right, all
Wale.
right, all right. All right, all right. Then we will give you 5 minutes, 5 more minutes.
Ma'am, Asia has an end. Now we can start.
All right, all right then. So which one have you chosen, Nadim? Being rich or being famous?
Ma'am, obviously having reach.
All right. And Mamun, you have chosen to be famous. Mamun couldn't hear you. Maybe there is a network issue.
Okay, ma'am, I have no problem.
All right. Um, then, shall we start it? Have you taken any notes or taken any points that by which you can, or should I give you 2 more minutes that so that you can collect some notes or collect some points and then you can start your debating point? Um, what should you do? Can you start right away? Mamun and Nadim, tell me, what should I do? Should you give me some notes or should I start right away? Yes, ma'am.
Then we
All
will
right,
start.
all right, all right. All right. Mamun, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So, uh, I would like Nadim to start his conversation. Say things. Why do you, or share your concept? Why do you think you would rather be rich than being famous?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me the floor. Being rich, which one is more convenient according my preference? Obviously, I will select being rich because if you have enough money, you can uh, uh, you can earn your social value, social status, and grow up your community. And if you have no money, or you are trying to famous, here have also reason you want to get earn money. So here invisible here in invisible uh, here invisible um, perspective are earning money. And second one is if you have enough money, or you are a rich, you you can exploring all over the world. So uh, here also you can be uh, famous, and also happiness comes. And lastly, I want to say, uh, if you have one proverb goes that money is power. So if you have enough money, you can earn famosity. You uh, you can earn famosity. For example, in our country perspective, Ananto Zolil, he director directed one film, and enough money more to produce a film. So we can say uh, being famous or being rich, here being rich is more convenient.
All right, Nadim. Thank you. Thank you for your opinion. And then now we will go to Mamun. Tell me, what do you think and why?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm on the side of being a famous, being a famous person. First of all, I wanted to say that when a person uh, will be a famous, obviously obviously he works very hard, and as a result, he was familiar with famous, and uh, the concept of being famous is very uh, easily. And I think my opinion person, Mr. Nadim, said that when a person get earn money is not everlasting, and but but a famous person is lasting in every time. We know that our we know that Kazi Nazrul Islam is a poet, and he was very famous for his activities. But I wanted to say that being famous is uh, more easiest way. of a person. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Mamun. All right. That's it. And as you were debating, don't you discuss this way that you are cutting the opinion of your opponent? That what do you think that Mamun? You could discuss this way that why do you think that being famous is more important than being rich? And Nadim, you could also say why do you think that being rich is more important than being famous? The reason why you chosen the sides, these two sides. So don't you discuss in classes, in your didn't you discuss this way that you should also card the your opponent's opinions? Did you? Because this is what a debate looks like. That's what a debate should
Uh,
be.
okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Mamun, Mamun already said that money
Okay,
is not
already.
everlasting. And
First of all, Nadim, whenever you are debating with a person or with a group, you should not mention the person's name. You should rather say that my opponent party, or maybe you are group blue and he is a group red. So whatever, just name yourselves, and you are representing group B and he is representing group A. Or you can for now, as you didn't mention any of any, or you didn't decide any of your names or any group names, so now for now you can do what, you can just say that my opponent party. Okay, don't just address him as his name.
okay, ma'am. Our opponent party said that money is not everlasting. We also give you example, uh, you give a example, Kazi Nazrul Islam. Uh, but now we are living 21st century. Here, money is all. Money can happen all the things. So, uh, in this time, here grown up no Kazi Nazrul, so we cannot uh, talk this kind of uh, talking. And also you are saying, try to say that uh, if anyone can work hard then he famous. uh, Here all the peoples are try to get earn money here have, then he he can be famous. Very first, he has no intention to only be famous, being famous, but uh, all the people all over the world, they are uh, try to earn money and being rich. And that's why I'm choosing being rich. And here have three reasons why we why I'm talking the side of being rich. Because when you have money, famosity comes, famosity comes ম্যাম মানে
Coherently.
এমনিতেই
Coherently or naturally. Okay, that's
yes
what you
ma'am,
wanted to say, I
thank
guess.
you.
Coherently or
uh,
naturally.
yes ma'am, famosity comes naturally. So I already mention and give one example in our country perspective, like Don Ononto Jalil. And you can also you can know the matter right now. Hero Alom in Bogura, he also a famous person, but in the road he um, he embarrassed, he embarrassed with some peoples because he has uh, not enough money, he has no power to uh,
Nadim, you should
to
say here that he was embarrassed of himself and he got embarrassed from people this way.
um,
Okay. Hmm.
he got embarrassed from the people, and he is not able to protect himself. So here we can say, uh, being famous, you just use your name as a famous person, but uh, when you are rich, you can protect yourself, and this is the more important in 21st century. And then second one is, uh, uh, we can say our national cricket team, they're very first, they had an intent to earn much money, and here famosity comes naturally. When a player got chance to play a national team, he has intent not only famosity but also earn money. So here very first, uh, being rich is more convenient. So I choose this.
All right, Nadim. Thank you so much for your debate. And now, Mamun, can you say something about your opinion, or can you defend your opinion? Why and the things Nadim had said? Um, do you want to cut his opinions and debate what he said? Please continue.
Okay. I agree with you, Mr. Nadim. You said that money is a power, and uh, he wanted to uh, understand it. And first of all, I wanted to say that money is not for everything. Uh,
Yes, Mamun, continue.
money is not for everything, and I wanted to say that um, being rich, being rich is more convenient because uh,
That means you are, Mamun, you are agreeing with Nadim. You are not on the side of yourself. You are already giving up that Nadim is right. Being rich is more convenient.
and opposite person said that it is a modern era. It is the modern era. As a result, everybody will be a rich person because we are living in modern era. Without money, we can gain our success. We cannot famous and we cannot earn anything. We cannot get anything. That's why I agree with this point. I would agree with this point. It is a modern era, but I wanted to say that mm money is not for everything, and money is not everlasting. I said that in my first speech, and and uh, and finally I said that being famous are more convenient because when a people will be a famous person, he will be memorable person uh, in the history of world. And when he passed away, man can remember him, but a rich man, but
Yes, Mamun, what are you trying to say? I can help. If you can tell me, what are you trying to say? I can help.
okay, ma'am, I wanted to say that when a rich man passed away, people didn't remember him. But when a people, when a person famous in his activities, obviously people remember him for his activities.
All right. Um, yes, I understood, but both of you, yes, Nadim, are you saying trying to say something?
No, ma'am, please.
All right. Acha. If you Nadim, if you say like please, then you can after saying please, you can say please go ahead or please continue. Okay. You can say like this whenever you are saying
Okay, ma'am.
someone. Right. Whenever you are suggesting someone that that person should continue his or her discussion. Okay. So if if I was asked that which side I wanted to go with, actually, mm, I wanted to go with the famous people. You know why? Because money, uh people can be, there are so many people in this world who are rich, who were rich. There were so many kings, so many queens who were so much rich. They were filled with richness, they were filled with golds and diamonds and all the jewelries, everything. But the history only remember those kings and those queens who did something, or who famous in a good way, and like famous in a very bad manner. So they maybe did so much misdeeds, or maybe they did so many good things for people. That's why they get remembered. Okay. And as they get remembered, the first thing I would rather say, if we take the example of Shakespeare, or there are so many authors in this world who always give so many literary works to this world. They maybe they are found after a long time of their death. But when they get discovered, they become so much famous. You know, a person like Socrates, right? Socrates was a great philosopher, and he had to take his own life because it was an order of the government, or the authority, because they thought that he was being a danger to the society. So they remember him, and we still remember him. We even have to learn, we even have to know what was his theory, what his theory was. Okay. Then yes, there are many people like Mark Zuckerberg, or maybe Mukesh Ambani, or the person you were saying, Nadim, that Ananto Jalil. Yes, they are also famous, but they will be, that's why, or Bill Gates, or many people, there are many people who are rich and famous at the same time. But there are also so many people who are rich, but the world don't know about them. Sorry, the world doesn't know about them, because uh, uh, because richness doesn't always bring your famousness. Okay. And being famous, and famosity is a wrong word. Nadim, you said it twice. The famosity, don't use the word famosity, famousness. Okay. So famousness, I think, and the people who became famous and who contributed something for this world, I personally think People, whenever they get born, they do something, they must do something for this world, or otherwise people won't remember them. Other, if you just get born and eat the way you are eating and doing the job just for earning money, and one day when time comes you will get vanished with time, and nothing, and not even not even a part of your body will remain in this world, and no one, just your sons and your daughters, and maybe if you are lucky, then your grandsons and granddaughters will remember you, and no other than that will remember you forever. Even though you are filthy rich and you gave all this money to your forebears. Okay, so uh, uh, that's the another thing. And if you are a very rich person, suppose Rabindranath Tagore, take example of Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, um, landlords. Okay, so as they were landlords, but no one knew, could wanted to know about them, about Darukanath Tagore, the Prince Darukanath Tagore or Devendranath Tagore, if they didn't give birth to Rabindranath Tagore. Understood? And Rabindranath Tagore, the when he got the Nobel Prize, he built this Vishwabharati with that money, and then he took also helping hands. He got many helping hands, and he wanted money from people from country to country. He visited many countries, and he wanted that he needed help to build this university. And that he was so famous that people gave the money, the much he needed, and then he built this beautiful university. And for that reason there are so many people who have got so many jobs there, who are doing so many things there. And if you think that before Rabindranath Tagore built this university, there was nothing, there was literally nothing here. And the way it has developed because he did something, and he became famous for his deeds, not for his money. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say you, that there are people who get lucky, that they become famous and they get rich. Suppose Shah Rukh Khan, suppose Salman Khan, and whatever the Khans, and all the actors and actresses, they become famous because they appear on the television. But there are so many people who are just rich but they are not famous. So doing something for the people, or giving enjoyment to the people, or just by doing nothing and being rich by yourself, people will never remember you. Understood? People will remember you when you will do something for them, and do something for the people around you, or the people of your society, for the people of this huge world. Or for, maybe there are so many scientists, so people remember them. Why? Because they invented so many important things. People remember APJ Abdul Kalam. Why? Because he did such a great he had such a great sacrifice, and he did so many things for the people of India, or for Indian continent. Okay, so that's why personally I think, maybe there are many people who will think that, still they will think that being rich is more preferable. But I think for myself, being rich, because you can manage to go on even though you are not rich, even though you are a middle class person, you still can give education, provide education to your children. You can go on pretty well. But being rich, um, I will rather take being famous than being rich. Okay, that's what I think. That was my opinion. Mm. So, um,
Okay, ma'am, uh, can I speak in your opponent?
can you? What, Nadim?
Ma'am, can I reply your concept, or can I
All right,
express
of course,
myself?
of course,
Uh,
of course you can, of course you can.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, basically, uh, it's your imagination and emotion thinking because now we are staying 21st century here. Uh, here, all the thing happen to mm, to uh, ma'am.
মানে বলতে চাইছেন যে ক্ষমতার জন্য সবকিছু চলে, সেটা বলছেন তো?
ম্যাম, ক্ষমতার আসলে মানে ক্ষমতার পালাবদল বা ক্ষমতার জন্যই সবাই অনেক মানে কাজ করে এরকম মানে বুঝাইতে চাচ্ছিলাম।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ক্ষমতার জন্য সবাই কাজ করে। ওটা কিন্তু আপনার কি বলবো যে এভরিওয়ান ফাইটস, এভরিওয়ান fights or everyone battle for power or for being powerful. That's what you can say, you could say.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everyone uh, battle for being uh, battle for being
Powerful. Battle for
yes,
being
ma'am.
powerful or
Battle
to
for
be powerful.
yes, ma'am.
Battle to be
Being
powerful.
powerful, and here all over the world, here are many example who are famous, but they cannot eat uh, um, daily life. They are lead their life very uh, শোচনীয়। এটার কি ম্যাম, এটার ইংরেজি কি হবে?
Poorly, poorly, poorly.
Yes, ma'am. Very poorly. But in your country or in all over the world, here have people have enough money. They leads their life poorly. Here have no example. And when you have more money, you are rich, and you you spend your life happily, and here peace comes naturally. You can explore all over the world. You can dominate anyone. So here emotion here have no space to think like Kazi Nazrul was he has no money, but also example have exist Rabindranath Tagore. His family background so rich. So when uh, she had enough money, and then she uh, she tried to be a famous
He,
because
he,
his
he, he, he,
his
not he.
yes, ma'am. His economical background is so hard. That's why he can do this. But when you have no money, you can not do this, and you can you are not be a famous. Example is totally clear, ma'am.
All right, Nadim. I got it. But that thing you said, first of all, if just being rich was the main issue, then why did Prince Darukanath Tagore spend so much money on just doing luxurious things, and just just doing the things for his enjoyment, just for his own pleasure? And he had lots of, like, he lented lots of money. And for that reason, Devendranath Tagore had to, like, work so hard for his father, and he paid all those money for Devendranath Tagore. Is that one point you can say that when you are rich, you can gain more knowledge, or maybe more certificate, like knowledge like which we gain from schools and from universities, and right. But when you are definite, or when you are ensured about the fact that you are knowledgeable, you want to know so many things about this world, you will be so much curious, and you will learn what it needs to be learned by you. Okay. And yes, maybe there is some kind of mental peace of mind when you have that kind of money. But I am trying to say of the point not being poor, or but rather I'm saying being just rich. Rich means, rich doesn't mean you have just 50 lakhs of money and you are rich person. You are just a middle class person, okay? And the thing you get from being a middle class person, maybe it's just enough, having 50 lakhs or maybe 10 lakhs of amount, 10 lakhs of amount, and you will get the most needed education, and then you can improve yourself. But being rich, being extremely rich, that means you will have hundred of crores of money, or hundred of crores of takas at your hand, and then you can spend it extra lavishly or extravagantly. That's not what I'm talking about. Also, when you are being rich, that means when you are the first generation who is trying to be rich, maybe Nadim, the other day, I'm just no, I cannot bring any personal issues here. Okay, leave it. All right, because whenever you are debating, you cannot like people like who are working hard and they are making their own businesses, and those people, they have money more than maybe 50 crores and so much money, but they don't have the peace of mind. They don't have the peace in their mind. They are always worried that their money will be robbed away, they will lose their money. They are always so much anxious, so much worried, they can't even sleep well, they can't even lead a good life, a healthy life. And this situation will go on and on, and the whole life of that person, or the people who are surrounded by him and who are helping him or helping her, and they actually, truly speaking, when you have much money, you will not be able to be the simple person that you were before, when you did not have that money. I have learned about people. I have seen the some people closely, in such a close way, that they all totally changed when they had their money, and they become a different person. They started disbelieving everyone, right? And they stopped being the softy that they were already. That are the ups and downs, I think, for being a rich person. That's what I think. And yes, any of you, do you want to say anything else, Nadim or Mamun?
Um, I got your point, ma'am. But when you are famous person, you cannot lead your life very simplicity. Like now, a general person ম্যাম মানে মানে বিরক্ত
Yes.
করে না বা মানে
আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা,
মানুষ
আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা।
এসে যে
People
ওইরকম
don't
মানে
people don't
বিব্রতকর
bother them. Bother.
yes ma'am people don't bother them so here uh, here all the things have two perspective and inner perspective or external perspective so if when you are being rich you also face some problems when you are being famous you can also face some problems but when you but here only happen two things when you just think uh, what is the more beneficial for you but I'm just trying to say when you were rich you just spend your life very easy way because you have no pressure to lead life poorly so it's not my uh, own perspective it's general perspective so this is the main fact and now I'm just trying also trying to say now we are living 21st century here money is all the things and all over the world try to uh, be rich And if you are think you are a country like Bangladesh is also try to develop their own position where we were mm, ma'am, উন্নয়নশীল development, yes ma'am, development country, but now we are trying to
Not
rich
developing,
country. Yes ma'am,
developing
developing,
country
yeah
and
ma'am,
developed country.
country. So now we are trying to uh,
B,
develop,
the developed
be
country.
be the developed country. So here is most of the work is doing behind surrounding money. So that's why I'm just selected being rich. Uh, yes, ma'am.
All right, Nadim. All right, I got it. I got it. But just for being rich, Bangladesh also. If you take this the situation of the country of Bangladesh, whenever I come here, when I was in Bangladesh, like when it was the whole of our country was in lockdown, the money value it increased so much for Bangladesh, and the economical conditions also increased in such a great way. And now the situation is degrading. Like just to become a developed country, Bangladesh have taken, maybe maybe I shouldn't say it, but they have taken some shortcuts, and for doing those things, when it was locked down, the amount was 84. Like people got 84 rupees by giving one Bangladeshi 100 takas. Okay, 100 taka. And now when I crossed a few days ago the border, in the border the amount was 76 rupees. If you give that means if you give 100 100 Bangladeshi rupees, you will get only 76 Indian rupees. Okay. So there are some degradations and also there are many problems. Yes, both have problems. Being famous, when you are being famous, you will there will have people who will also I agree, but people will also remember you forever. If you become famous, that's what I am trying to say. People will remember you forever. But being rich, when you are getting rich, people will uh, there are very like less number of people who are famous and who are who are rich and who are famous at the same time. They are famous because they are rich. There are very less examples of those people. Okay, I understood it, that you what you are saying. Okay. Yes,
Ma'am,
Nadim. Yes, Nadim.
ma'am, কুখ্যাতর ইংরেজি কি? কুখ্যাত, বিখ্যাত,
Kukhato.
হ্যাঁ, বিখ্যাতর যে job.
হ্যাঁ রে। আমি 1 মিনিট, আমি 1 মিনিট দেখি এটা। উম, এটা আমরা নটোরিয়াস বলতে পারি, ঠিক আছে? নটোরিয়াস বলতে পারি বা অ্যারান্ট বলতে পারি। হুম, নটোরিয়াস,
Ma'am, here I have a question, ma'am. Ma'am, they are not
রাইট, রাইট।
famous. So how can why
They are famous in a bad way. Yes, I was saying they are famous in a bad way. That means they are notorious people. So, what about them? That's what Nadim you were asking. There are so many people
yes
who
ma'am,
are not
yes
good.
ma'am.
Yes, but they are famous not in a good way, right? They are. I'm talking about being famous in a good way, not bad way. Okay, so rather
Or
being
being be a notorious or being famous bad way, you also suffering many problems. So in your
Yes, of
so
course, we money from normal people or general people, and they become rich. And for their misdeeds, they also become the talk of the town, and they are qualified as the most notorious person in people in this world. That's also true. Yes, that's so. Now, what's your question, Nadim?
ma'am, here I had a question. The question was people also remember who are notorious. So uh,
That's what. That's I also
ম্যাম আমি আসলে
believe.
যে প্রশ্নটা এরকম যে বিখ্যাতদেরও কিন্তু মনে রাখে যখন আপনি কাজ করছেন সামান্য আপনার ওই সময়টুকু যতটুকু আপনি বেঁচে ছিলেন বাকি সময়টুকু কিন্তু আপনি আপনার এই বা মানে দায়ভারটা নিয়েই কিন্তু আপনারে থাকতে হবে মানে এটা এরকম বুঝাতে চাচ্ছিলাম তো আপনার সামান্য ওইটুকুর কার্যক্রমে ফেমাস হওয়ার যে আপনার আকাঙ্ক্ষা সেটা ব্যাড হয়ে হোক আর গুড ওয়ে না আপনার এটা কিন্তু পুরো আপনার যতদিন পৃথিবী টিকে থাকবে ততদিন কিন্তু ম্যাম ওইটার আপনারে মানে ফলটা আসবে প্রভাবটা আসবে তো আপনি রিচ হওয়ার পরে আপনি চিন্তা করতেই পারেন যে আপনি ফেমাস হবেন কি হবেন না এবং টাকা থাকবে তো ম্যাম এরকম আসলে বুঝাতে চাচ্ছিলাম বাট আই ক্যান নট এক্সপ্রেস মাইসেলফ ইন
English.
ইংলিশ ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ সো
All right, I got
দ্যাটস
it.
ওয়াই
I,
আই
I
জাস্ট
got it.
এক্সপ্লেন মাই
But you, yes, yes, I totally got it. I could give you an example. Should I? Acha, there was a person, and his name was like it's a fictional character, though it's a fictional character. But there was a person whose name was Doctor Foster. Okay, so Doctor Foster, what he did, he wanted to, or he was a great doctor. He wanted to help people. So what? But the way he wanted to help, he couldn't. So what he wanted from the fortune, like from God, or from some devilish, or some maybe some black magic, using some black magic way that he can help people when they are in need. But the moment he started, the moment he wanted, or the moment he started thinking about, or taking money, and when the moment he started thinking about people, he also started thinking about being rich, and he wanted to keep all the money to himself. And for that reason, he became rather a very bad person who just wanted to lead his life extravagantly or lavishly, rather than helping other people in their need. So when you are rich, consequently you always, it happens that you, most of the time it happens that you don't want to help others. Okay, even though you are rich, because money has such a bad effect on your mental health. So that's also a debatable topic. Okay, that if you really will be like that much of a good hearted person, that you will want to help people even though you have the money. That is another question that we should raise. Okay.
yes ma'am I got it
Yes. So I think it's 9:04 already. Maybe now I will cut. I will stop this class, and we will start our next class from 10. Okay, from uh, 10 and
ম্যাম
5.
ইজ ইট বাংলাদেশি টাইম